Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Once again, Kenro here. Now today I'll be taking you through a DIY project that I started a few weeks ago. Now it's finally near completion, and now most of what's left is just the finishing touches, the personalized touches that will be done at a later date, such as decorations, pictures on walls and so on. But I thought I'd just share this with you because this is something that I was able to do by myself, rather than paying someone to come in. Now if you're new to this channel, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you found some benefit from this video. Now if you do like the content, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, guys. It costs you absolutely nothing to just hit that subscribe button, and guess what, as soon as a new video comes out, you'll be notified. Now the original plan was to put up a wall just behind me here. Then I stumbled on this thing behind me, which is a sliding door that will actually save us space. So there'll basically be no need for it to swing open and shut, as you'll just slide it to one side, which you'll see in a minute, and then we'll be able to have access to this space. Now I'm no professional by any stretch, as I always say in my videos, but I just wanted to show you that if I could do this, you could definitely do it too. Okay guys, you've got to forgive me for all the mess. So we've got this little passageway which separates Naomi's room from our bedroom, and we basically wanted to do something to this space. It's not the biggest space, I'll put the measurements up somewhere. The initial idea that I had was for us to turn this into a walk-in closet, but of course that will mean knocking through this wall which leads into our bedroom. But I'm not actually looking to do that right now, which is why I'm going to be doing a plan B, which is going to be a walk-in wardrobe, but with a difference, at least temporarily that is. What I've decided to do is to get one of those naked wardrobes, the ones I'm talking about, that you can simply just hang your clothes on. You can actually see what you've got before you've even opened the doors, because there is no doors. Another thing what I'm planning on doing is using those scaffolding boards. You remember the ones? If you haven't seen that video, I'll put the link above for you to check it out, where I was able to use some new scaffolding boards and sand them down to a nice finish before varnishing them and attaching them to the wall in order to make some amazing shelves for our office. Now I've actually got a few of these boards left over, and my idea was to actually use them on a project such as this throughout the house. So now will be a great time for me to just have some shelves going across above the wardrobes, so we can actually stack stuff on top, maybe put some books on there or something. So this is the plan: put some wardrobes in here, put some shelves on the wall, and eventually potentially put a door right here where we can actually use in order to enter this space. So here are a couple of the scaffolding boards that I've actually got left over from my previous project, which I hopefully will be using when it comes time to do this little renovation in this. I don't actually know what to call this space. If you've got any ideas of what to actually call this space between those two rooms, I'd love to hear from you, because at the moment it's just called the space. I don't know what to call it.
Okay, so the first thing I needed to do was to clear this space. As you can see from before, I had a lot of stuff that was just there that needed to go. Now I originally bought this bookshelf second hand for £15. I then actually sold it to someone for the exact same price. Now once it was clear and I got the measurement for the door, it was time for me to measure this piece of timber, these strips, to help cover the gap which will be between the door and the wall. Now I picked this up at my local hardware store, and it didn't cost me much, only a couple of quid, and I simply measured and trimmed them to size. Now this next piece of wood I was really impressed with, and the reason is I actually salvaged this from my neighbour. As he was doing some renovation on his loft, he was actually chucking these pieces of old timbers, which I think was a part of his rafters in his attic. Now rather than chucking it away, as you can see here, it's a solid piece of wood. I decided to remove all the staples that was inside of it and then cut it to the length that I was looking for. Now as you can see here guys, this piece of wood is in a really rough condition, but I actually quite like this. This basically means that once I get it all sanded, as you can see here, I won't actually need to varnish or paint it. I'm hoping that it will sort of keep in theme with the rustic look that we're going for. The door frames and so on in the house are quite rustic, and as such I think that this will go really nicely with the actual look and finish of the property. All that was left for me to do once I got the support above the door was to fit the actual sliding door, which I picked up from Argos. Now thankfully this was pretty straightforward and it wasn't that difficult at all. Now one of the downsides with buying these sliding doors is that they actually come at a specific size and there's not much you can do to alter them. But I was so fortunate that this door was the exact size that I was looking for in order to close the gap. It was a few centimeters short, which is why I used a piece of strip timber to actually cover the gap that would have been left behind. After getting Sapphire to give me a hand to actually hold this door up, I was able to get it all installed, and I must say, considering how cheap this was, it actually looks pretty good. Now how will it fare as the weeks and months go by? I'm not really sure. Now if you guys are interested in me actually doing a review of this, please post it in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video. And as the weeks and months go on, I might actually do a review, because I couldn't quite find anything like this on YouTube, so maybe somebody else could benefit from seeing me install this and giving a review of it. Now here you can see me actually admiring this piece of wood, and this is one of the reasons why I love reclaimed timber, because first of all you can be absolutely free, and second of all you can actually be using something which otherwise would have been thrown away, and you know, somebody else could actually be using this piece of wood. Say hello. Okay, so I'm midway through one of my projects, which is to turn this little space here into a small room. Now, fortunately, I've got my trusty helper here with me today. I'm looking after Abigail, so not much in the way of getting things done. Now the final thing to do, guys, which if you're familiar with my channel, is to attach these shelves which I made earlier on this year. Now if you haven't seen this video on how I was able to use these scaffolding boards and actually make these incredible shelves, don't forget to check the link above, as this is so easy to do and well worth it. Now I was able to get my brother to come and give me a hand, as it's much easier to attach these boards with two people rather than just doing it yourself, and within no time we were able to get this done. Now these brackets are ordered from eBay, and you know, they're really nice, again keeping in theme with that rustic look, and we certainly like it because it matches really well with the boards. And I love the fact that these brackets give the boards a sort of floating feel, so it almost seems as if they're floating in the air. Overall, super happy with this project. Because I was so busy, it took me a good couple of days to do, but I reckon if I had one full day, I could get this all done and dusted. So overall, I'm really happy with how this has turned out.
Now there you go, guys. I had this little problem, wasn't sure how I was going to solve it, but I'm glad that I was able to come up with a cost-effective way to do so. So what do you guys think? Have you got a similar project at home that is waiting for a solution like this? Please comment down below. Now thank you so much for sticking around, guys, and I really appreciate all your comments and all your support. Now look out in the near future, guys. I will be doing a review on whether or not this sliding door, which I bought from Argos, was actually worthwhile. It was very inexpensive and it was fairly easy to fit. Now I know it may not match with everyone's design and color scheme, however I do think that it's an interesting solution to this small problem that I had. Once again, guys, thank you so much for sticking around and for your support. You guys have been terrific as always. I look forward to hearing your comments and what you actually think about this small space renovation. I look forward to hearing whether or not you think this wardrobe, or if you're in the States, this closet was a job well done. Let me know what you think, guys, about this rustic finish, as to me personally, I think it's more in keeping with the style of this cottage. However, what would you have done differently? I would love to hear in the comments down below. As always, guys, you guys have been terrific. This is Kenroy saying, I'll see you when you see me. Take care. So my plan is to... Are you reading? Oh, that is so nice. What is it saying? Very nice.